And okay, so we're live, and I'm gonna do a countdown. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, Mike.
What's up, everybody? What's happening? This is the Dollars and Decisions podcast, and the real Mike Ross and my boy D Nice on the board over here. What's up, D?
D Nice.
D Nice.
Nice.
Yep. Instagram at
Oh, it's Darth Damien.
Darth Damien Juan. Shameless plug. Today we have a special guest on here. We got John Spencer on here from the Good Life Tribe.
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing today, brother?
I'm great, man.
Good? Mm-hmm. How things been?
Things have been great.
How's life treating you?
Life is treating me amazing. That's to say the least.
The least?
The least.
Well, you got to, well, first of all, if we're going to have a conversation and we're going to start off about that, you're going to have to tell us how life is good because you are part of the Good Life Tribe.
Life is good on every aspect you can think of because when you have time freedom, you have financial freedom, free mind, life is good.
Good.
Do you eat, sleep, trade, and repeat?
I really do.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. Well, John, and for all of y'all that don't know, we trade. We trade in the market. We're investors. John is an investor, and he has a group of people that he not only helps trade, but he educates in the way to trade, as Damien and myself do. So what we want to do is that we want to start off this segment, and we want to start something new. We want to build something new. We want not only everybody to know about trading, but we want to know that it can actually change your lifestyle. So we're introducing something new, and we're building something, and it's called Trading Your Lifestyle. So tell us a little bit, John, about the Good Life Tribe, how all that came about.
I guess I should go, if you don't mind me going back a little bit. Prior to me finding out about Forex, I was a fitness entrepreneur.
I can't tell.
Hold on, I want to say this, and I was trying to figure out when I met John, and I don't mean to interrupt you. I met him a little bit ago, and I was trying to figure out, dude, that dude reminds me of somebody. That dude reminds me of something. And the other night, I was sitting there and I was watching Showtime. Victor Cruz.
I get that all the time. I should really be him.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, as I was watching that show, shameless
Stunt
plug, I'm not Showtime or anybody's not paying us. I am Giant, Victor Cruz. As soon as I saw it, I said, John.
You know, it's crazy. Everybody, seriously, is it a compliment?
Well, any celebrity.
True.
I mean, but you're a celebrity in your own right. But I know that.
And it is an honor to have some sort of twin.
Yes, doppelganger, kind of like that. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a Giants fan though.
Neither am I.
Okay.
But I mean, it's cool. When I used to play Madden, I used to be the Giants only because I don't want to give my age. It used to be LT. So
hey,
that was
a legend.
Thing. Yeah, I know. But back to what we were talking about. Explain to us how. Well, give us a little bit of your background. We know that you're an entrepreneur, and then you started trading, but you're real big in the fitness industry. So tell us a little bit about that.
So I'd like to say because of my father, I became an entrepreneur. He always thought outside of the box. I became an entrepreneur at age 19.
Cool. How old are you now?
I'm in my 30s, mid-30s. I don't give you my whole age. I got to keep your respect.
It's all right, bro. You can't even top it.
Not to top it. Just I want to keep the level.
I'm in my
of respect.
50s. I'm in my 50s, but we all look good. You know how they say black don't crack. You know what I mean? So.
Exactly. So, entrepreneur since age 19, and around the age of 25, I partnered with a guy, opened a fitness studio, and boot camps around the same time, and that was my passion.
Yeah.
My passion was truly not really. Some fitness trainers, their passion is fitness. Mine truly was teaching somebody to believe in themselves.
Yeah.
Fitness is tough.
Yeah.
And to really have a lifestyle change is tough.
Yeah.
To eat a certain way or drink a certain way, and can't do this, can't do that. As far as some sort of discipline with diet, it's tough.
Yeah.
And it taught me a lot about myself.
Yeah.
Like patience and things like that. But the deeper side was just trying to impact people to believe in themselves. And so fast forward, I was in the industry, almost 13 years. And it treated me very well. But just like everything else, when I tell you, this is not to boast or brag, but when I tell you like everything in fitness, I did it. From fitness modeling on, fitness catalogs, Nike, Under Armour, BSN Sports, different types of fitness apparel companies. Again, the fitness camps, outdoor fitness, training high-level athletes to just ordinary business professionals. It was awesome all the way to a T, to a point where I just needed something else. I needed a challenge. I wouldn't say I got burnt out, but it was so natural for me that it wasn't challenging me anymore. And I didn't know, that it would come in the form of Forex. And ironically, I've always wanted to be an investor. And I always thought, the investing money is in real estate and stock. That's what we get taught. And through research, I realized that it wasn't, and as I started to really explore stocks and real estate and looking into my own real estate license, all that stuff, I realized, yes, that is a very high paying investment that you can make in those two industries, but unfortunately, it's also a lot more back end work. And so to me, it's not really quite your money really, really, truly working for you. And ironically, a teammate of mine came to me at the right time, and he was having some success in Forex. And I didn't know, what it was, never heard of it, don't know any, well, now I know a lot of people, but originally knew anyone doing it. And he really enlightened me and brought that knowledge to me, and I looked into that, and obviously a lot of people don't know what Forex is, and eventually we'll go deeper with that. But what's funny is that is truly making money work for you. Truly.
I think Damien and I think we both discovered the same thing. I think that's how we were actually introduced together. I think that's what, we put this idea together. If you go to John's Facebook page, everything that he says is legit. I mean, the guy, I think the picture I think he has on there, I think he's doing like a push-up on like a medicine ball or something like that. I don't know. Whatever it is, I wasn't even doing anything, and it had my arm shaking. So
transfer results.
Yeah. So your background, were you an athlete?
Yeah, I played college football, little college baseball. And again, father was an athlete, so it's just natural for me. And so I would say naturally the whole fitness just felt natural, and work ethic was natural.
Yeah.
The
biggest thing I think that we want people to understand is that you can actually take whatever you're doing and you can actually monetize that. You know what I mean? Here, John was an athlete. You know what I mean? And he took that and he actually went ahead and he got into the fitness industry where he trained professionals and he trained individuals, and he made a particular living off of it. I think a lot of times as minorities, once we start making money and becoming profitable, we just realize just the normal things like real estate and other things to be able to invest our money in. But like yourself, myself, I was a little bit intimidated of the stock market or investing in the market. And I'll be perfectly honest, even at 50, I didn't realize the nuts and bolts of it, of the technical part of it. And I think that's where a lot of us or individuals fall through the crack. Even the Ecuadorian lover over here, Damien.
I need to go to Ecuador.
I'm going in September. For the first time in 18 years.
That's amazing.
I'm excited. I bought that ticket. My American passport came in. I almost cried. It was great. I'm so excited.
So,
but that's not important right
now. I just wanted to throw you in there so that way you could be part of the conversation.
Thanks.
No, but John, let everybody know what made you transition, because the premise is what we thought of as trading your lifestyle is that you actually did trade your lifestyle. You know what I mean? You traded your life as you know it for something else. You know what I mean? How did that come about?
So deeper research into Forex, I realized my business owned me. My money wasn't truly working for me. I was working even harder for the money. As a business owner, you actually work harder than everyone else, right? For the success of the business. And so my fitness businesses and supplements and all the things I had, I mean, I was working.
Yeah.
And I always knew that there has to be a way to work smarter and not harder, right? The Good Life Tribe kind of just honestly came to me in a sense of when I started profiting in Forex, I was living a good life. Like, the American dream that everyone talks about is truly making money work for you, taking vacations when you want. And to me, those are just some small, examples. The good life can be whatever, someone wants it to be. It may be, hey, I just want to be a stay-at-home parent or whatever that may be. Or, hey, and this new car came out. I got the money to get it now, without going check to check and month to month or saving, getting no return in your bank account, right? To me, the good life can be so broad, or you can narrow it down, right? But I would say Forex can really, really, really set someone free in the sense of it's literally what you want to do with your life. You can create your life. And so I think that's where it met me at perfect timing was I realized I was not creating my life. My life was being created for me. I had to depend on other people or employees or some sales from someone else to make money.
Yeah.
And that was the time that I knew it was time for me to trade my life.
Yeah.
Trade my life to, I owed it to myself to create my own lifestyle. And unfortunately, fitness just wasn't doing it.
Yeah. Yeah. I think, in the same sense, like yourself, not to really kind of hate on individuals or people, but I know in owning your own business, sometimes you find a lot of people aren't reliable. You know what I mean? I think, and that's not in that's not trying to beat up or bash the American workforce. Is that as the business owner, and you can correct me if I'm right or wrong, you find yourself that since it's your way of living and the lifestyle, or actually it's the way you pay your bills, that you find that you're a little bit more dedicated to it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
You know what I mean? Because I think when
agree.
I know when myself as the owner, I'm not only the owner, and most people want to highlight that and say, well, you own the place, so you're doing well, but you're the garbage man. You're the computer
Change
IT
the lights.
guy. You know what I mean? You're the the light fixture guy. If all of a sudden if you know that there's a leak in the roof, guess what? You're the general contractor trying to get a contractor out to fix or repair it. You're the guy that handles any type of contract dispute between your lease and all that other stuff. So sometimes you're actually really strapped to the business. And not to say that people aren't successful and having a business and being an entrepreneur isn't a way to go. But what we're talking about in the part of trading is that we're really talking about, and we want to emphasize, using your money to make more money.
Yeah.
So I
Multiplying
think
money.
that's a big thing. What do you think, Damien?
Oh, I agree completely.
I mean, you're
I work with you, but I don't consider you my boss. I consider you more of a mentor.
yeah.
Well, because I do this, and then I also work with him for his engineering stuff.
Oh, okay.
So like he's sending me to school and stuff, and whenever we go out of town, we stay up until 2, 3 a.m. working. But it's more like, hey, we're sitting there laughing at each other because we're making jokes or we're listening to podcasts, but we're getting work done. So I don't know. I'm not a business owner, but I feel like it because he doesn't tell me when I need to be where I need to be.
You're
but
free.
Yeah.
Until I tell you to get up.
He does tell me to get up. That's my kryptonite. Trying to wake me up is a kryptonite. I have such an issue with that, but
Well, you're up to 3 o'clock. I mean, it happens.
yeah. He's a robot. I don't know how he does it.
Yeah,
Goes to
well.
sleep at 6 or like 3 a.m., wakes up at 6 a.m. Like, what are you doing? I'm ready to work. I'm
gotta
ready to
go.
go back to sleep. Go back to
Seize
sleep.
the day. Seize the day.
I gotta go. I gotta do it. I
Man.
gotta do it. So, so trading your lifestyle. So you got the Good Life Tribe. What else is going on in your life? Tell us something exciting lifestyle wise. Like what excites you right now, lifestyle wise, about knowing that you're trading, knowing that your money is making money for yourself. What are your plans going forward?
Honestly, a couple of big plans. One of them is just being able to travel once, twice a month to wherever, me and my significant other want to go, and again, coming from business owner, when you take a trip, you make less money.
Yes.
Or you come back and the trip may have been kind of relaxing, but you really were thinking about what's going to happen when I get back, how I got to catch up, or you end up catching up. And so you really didn't enjoy your vacation.
Yeah.
That's freeing. And then more importantly, just being able to pay that forward.
Yeah.
Again, that fitness coach side of me, I still want to help others believe in themselves. But now we're not talking push-ups and weight loss and muscle building,
Yeah.
And dieting. We're talking like, hey, if you really are unhappy financially, or you really do want to be an investor, or hey, you really do want to make more money, or whatever, whatever money means to you, you can create that. And so I get a kick out of that. I get a kick out of like truly showing someone how simple trading can be, and truly helping them learn how to make money work for them and trade their lifestyle if that's what they want, and more importantly, again, just learning how to multiply your income.
Do you find that some people are apprehensive or they don't believe it? You know what I mean? I think I know on myself. But do you, when you're talking to people about trading their lifestyle, do they look at you funny sometimes?
All the time, unless
The face was priceless.
They give you the gas face. They look at you like, "What?
That's not real. That's not real. That's not possible."
Oh, what about this one? You can't make money. You're going to lose money doing that.
You're going to lose more than you make. And if you can make 1,000, then you can lose 1,000, right? And I'm like, yeah, no.
Yeah, but for you to lose $1,000, you got to be making a crap load more than the $1,000.
Do. And you
Just saying.
And so I do get a lot of puzzle faces. I will say, again, when I do come across some entrepreneurs or people that may have any little bit of knowledge about, investing or the stock market or, or any of those areas of investment, if you come across a real investor, then they do see, man, I can literally multiply my money because of the pips in the market, so they do get the basics of it. But I would say a lot of your mainstream people, no, people think that money is scarce.
Yeah.
And it's really abundant if you're playing in the right game.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
To say, I have a friend of mine, and she started trading. She was very apprehensive at first. She was like, of course, everybody, nothing in life is free. You have to make an investment in yourself. Even if you're going to the gym and you're going to work on yourself,
investment.
You have to buy a gym membership. You have to actually invest and actually a membership, and you have to go. You got to get yourself some workout gear. If you're a girl, you got to get yourself some cute workout gear. If you got a guy, you got to get yourself some tennis shoes. You got to do all these different things. It's an investment in yourself. The same thing in investing is educational wise, is that you have to invest in that. But she was very apprehensive, and then finally, I don't know what made her finally do it, because she was like, I got to have all of this. I got to do all this. And I was like, nope, you just need to start. And so finally she started. And then it's just like a light bulb has just gone off in her head. And we were talking this morning because I did a little training session with her. And she got in the market and she said, somebody gave me a trade tip idea and I got into it. And I was like, did you chart it? And I was asking her, like, what all did you do? Are you doing okay? And she was like, yeah, I pulled up the trade that she was looking at. I was like, oh, you're all good. You're making money.
Yeah.
And so she was like, in about 2 hours, she was like, it's at $125. What should I do? And I said, and I told her, I said,
protect it and let it run.
That's what I said. I said, protect your money.
Secure the bag.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And I said, and I told her, I said, she goes, well, when should I get out? I said, how much money do you make in a day? And she said, probably about $100, $115 a day. I was like, you just have to think of it just like you just got a free days of work in about 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah.
So if you're satisfied with it, take it. If you're not, let it play out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you learn as you go. You get better at being able to protect the money that you're making, you know what I mean, without giving all of it back. But in the same sense, she just texted me the next minute and she was like, I cashed out. And I said, and one of the biggest things that I actually got in the car, come down here to set up for this. She actually texted me and she said, "Thank you, I appreciate it." And I was like, "You just made my day."
Ooh, hit him in the feels.
It's crazy.
It happens.
No, it happens.
Well, and I told her, I said, "You know what? As long as you're part of this lifestyle, you'll know a way that you can always be able to make money."
Yeah.
And I think that was one of the biggest things, and I think that people learn and they don't know and they don't realize is that you really can make money off of your money, and you can trade your lifestyle if you want to. You know what I mean? And I think that's the biggest thing. And I know for yourself, being an athlete and being part of a family that was a close knit family, we're not downing anybody's lifestyle.
No.
You know what I mean? We're not saying that what you have going on is not right. But what we're simply doing is that we're just trying to share what actually has allowed us to make more and actually to do some of the things in our lifestyle. So enough of the serious stuff. Let's get into a little banter and a little fun, though. So let's talk about some of the places that you have been able to travel.
Golly.
What's your favorite place?
Cuba.
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 You got there
Cuba.
before they
Yeah.
put the embargo back on?
We slipped right in.
Right in there? How was it?
It was amazing. It was beautiful. The people were very kind. I felt super safe.
Yeah.
They're Latins.
And well, and
That's my people.
But you hear.
Do you feel danger right now?
No, I don't feel.
I'm
No,
kidding.
I don't.
The dude's
But
like
you
twice
hear
my
all
size.
this stuff.
Well, you are a little bit smaller.
I'm
He
tiny.
is.
It's horrible. Go ahead. Sorry.
I love my Latin people. Just so
Yeah.
you know.
Hey, empanadas go a
thing-
long way.
Go ahead, break it down. Break the Spanish down like you break it down.
Empanadas.
that's food, right?
Ceviche. Empanadas con queso. It's like bread, cheese inside. It's like a taco, but not a taco. But
It's a closed taco.
no, not at all. It's a lot better.
Never mind.
Yeah, but it's all right though. But we just wanted to break that down to you, ladies, because Damien here.
Go ahead. Go
Spanish-
ahead. But if you want some
Spanish spice over
empanadas,
here.
I'll hook you up with
He'll,
some empanadas.
he'll
Don't
throw
worry.
that Spanish accent on you, and then you'll be like, "Oh,
No,
we
he
got it
lost
to
me. He lost me.
Yeah, it's all right.
So no, Cuba. You hear, it's a drug capital or whatever. No, I felt super safe. The people were super kind. It was, beautiful. But I will say it was a flashback in time.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
what
'cause
I
of
was
the
getting-
cars
back in
I was
time.
getting ready
Whoa.
to say. Yeah, I was getting ready to say that. How were the accommodations? You know what I mean, as far as hotels. I know that when you travel to places, you get more of a old town, old city feel. But
You did.
But from the stories that everybody's heard, and I haven't been to Cuba, I wasn't able to slip in. They denied my passport. But
I know a trick, but I'll tell you about it in a minute.
okay, we'll get
Off the record.
But a lot of things that you've heard is that it's encapsulated in time. That even though you see the old cars and everything, they've had to retrofit everything because of the Fidel Castro regime and the just all that stuff. So.
No, it was the cars were super cool. It was like they look new.
They drive-
look as
they drive
good as
Bel
new.
Airs.
It truly was like a flashback in time. They took care of those cars.
Yeah.
They have
But
to.
no, we ended up staying at an Airbnb actually, and it was kind of a modern, very well kept home. But it was kind of, we were in the middle of outside of the touristy side of town, if you know what I mean. And so we felt like locals. And ironically, the guy that owned the home had a buddy. There's no Uber there, there's taxi service, but the guy that owned the home had a friend that was willing to, pick up people that stayed at his house. So we had a personal driver.
Oh,
And
y'all macked that out.
hold on, even better. Our phones don't work very well there, but the guy had an extra cell phone. He gave us his cell phone.
You guys got the.
And we called him, he took us everywhere. Exclusive beaches. It was awesome. Awesome. So I don't know if I can duplicate that experience for you.
Well, that sounded like some Fast and Furious stuff when Dom was in like Cuba or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It was like-
that's actually what I thought about when I was there.
That gave me goosebumps right there. I was like,
We had some private salsa lessons by obviously a local, and she did it in her house. It was super cool. And then the following that learning session, the following night, we had like a night out on the town with the whole group of people that danced in this house. Yeah. And she had a friend that owned like one of the hottest restaurant dance clubs kind of places. And they took care of our drinks and our food, and we danced under the city lights. And I kind of felt like Michael Jackson, kind of not because I was like one of the few black guys, but we were all out. And there again, it's also a dinner spot, but we're outside, and because we were this dance crew, it's probably like 15 or 20 of us in our group. Next thing you know, like 60 people were like mocking our little moves, and I was okay, you know. Like Mr. Cruz.
Can you dance?
Like
yeah,
Mr. Cruz,
you hit it down.
Yeah.
Look, it came full circle, people.
Yeah.
That came full circle.
I got the Victor Cruz moves, you know. Yeah.
He just, doppelganger.
A natural.
Yeah.
And it was neat to turn around, and I seriously, for lack of better terms, I felt like Thriller, Michael Jackson. I mean, I looked around and there's all these people doing. We started the momentum, and it was fun. I've never done anything like that, and I'm actually kind of shy when it comes to like getting and just dance, and doing all that. But it was amazing. It was
broke
awesome.
it out. You just went out and you just threw the leg up and everything.
Well, I didn't throw the leg. I tried.
Hey, you don't know though. A lot of times, next question then is that how was the mojito? Did you have one?
They were really good, and I had a cigar.
Ooh,
and
a Cuban?
A Cuban or real, the ones that get over here. It's like, is it really Cuban?
It ain't real
Nah,
Cuban.
I got a
we're
great
not
way to do
even
it.
trading with that country. What are
take-
you talking about?
You take the stickers off, you have it imported, and then you have the stickers imported in.
If
But
you got a
really know.
connection-
You don't really know. No.
No.
I mean, you don't know. No. I mean,
You know, but you don't know.
know.
What
You don't know what you don't know.
Everybody always has that guy. You know what I mean?
You're right,
if you
you're
smoke cigars and you have that guy and you're like, hey,
Padre, ayúdame un poco.
But he's also a salesman, so he
yes.
could,
Yeah, so you don't know really it is.
And he's like, Chico, no puedo. No puedo. No me dejan.
English.
They won't let me.
yeah, that's exactly how he says, and you're like, yo,
You're like, come on, primo.
come on.
You know,
You don't know say. You don't know say.
that part was neat to really have, like, I knew that I had a real Cuban cigar. And I'm not a big cigar smoker, but that whole experience was awesome. I would say the only downer, or I didn't really have a disappointing moment, but if I had to choose one, I'm into boxing. And so I went to like the boxing studio of that whole country. They trained a lot of professionals, all that. And it was closed.
What?
The whole time.
What?
Yeah.
They just never opened.
When did you go?
bummed.
What time of year did you go?
Time of the year?
Yeah. I mean,
it
because
was-
there are two things that people know about Cuban or the Cuban country. You either know boxing, because obviously Olympic boxing, and then the other is baseball.
Baseball.
So
And cigars.
Yeah, well, cigars too. You know what I mean?
It's a sport over there.
Yeah.
Cigars?
Yeah. I
Oh,
would
okay. I was
imagine
like,
so,
what are you,
though.
Sport.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. So,
Interesting.
so if you were like, oh, how was the language barrier then? So
They actually had a lot of African influence, and so
Yeah, I was
it
gonna
was
say, you
pretty
probably blend in.
balanced. It was pretty balanced. They spoke English pretty decent. I felt comfortable.
Yeah, you'd probably blend in. I got a cousin that looks like you. I'm serious.
Are you trying to say I look Spanish?
Yeah.
No,
No,
you
it's a
actually do.
compliment.
No, you do though. You know what I
it's
mean?
more Native American than Spanish.
Well,
No, Spanish.
I'm just saying I'm more Native American than Spanish.
I would-
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
I mean we get that. What we were saying is that more than likely people don't realize this is that, and Damien and I we talked about this before. In Latin countries, that there are people that are multicolored, as fair as Damien or as. I guess I want to say mocha as myself.
That's fine. I'm caramel.
Yeah, you can be. Yeah. We'll be.
Because like my dad's like Mike's color.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Can you believe that? And then I came out blonde, white, and then my mom's my color though. But
It's your mom's fault.
yeah.
That heavy gene trait on your.
Yeah, I
mom's
was kind of
side.
hoping. I know. I was telling Mike the other day while we were going to Austin. I was like, man, I wish I was a little darker.
Yeah. You can probably tan easy.
I said
Huh?
everybody
You can tan
does.
easy.
I said everybody does.
It works out. It works out really well too because just takes in all the sound. I don't know.
But you know what? I'm gonna add you in the conversation. This is the only Latino that I know that does not like soccer.
What?
I didn't grow up with it. My dad grew up.
Everybody in the room just froze. It was like, say,
okay,
what?
hold on.
Wait, are you really Latino then?
Man,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
wearing
yeah.
that.
Check.
I got the compass as a tattoo.
Check your
Yeah,
check
yeah,
your
you do.
mom.
Dude, I got everything.
Check your mom again, man.
No, dude.
No, hold on. So my mom grew up in Norway because my grandfather was an admiral in the Navy, so they moved a lot. So she grew up in Norway, and then my grandmother on my dad's side and my dad, they moved to Canada. I grew up with hockey.
Yeah.
Which is
Just
crazy.
the nature of
Yeah,
you
my
that
dad grew up.
wants soccer.
No,
can't.
dude. It was like that. We were actually
Yeah.
traveling. To be perfectly honest, it was the World Cup. I was like, dude, let's watch the World Cup. Let's go get something to eat and watch the World Cup. He was like, dude, I hate soccer. I was like, what?
I was like, I'm always down for food.
I was like, what?
I'll play along.
What?
But
He was like, I was like,
yeah,
World Cup.
It was never in my life. I grew up doing.
It wasn't
martial
in my
arts.
life. I like the World Cup.
Hold on,
But
stop.
that's because it's like a bandwagon thing. Like everybody likes the World Cup every
No, I
4
like
years.
soccer.
It's like watching the Olympics. Nobody
Yeah.
watches swimming until
Well,
the Olympics come on, unless you're swimming.
I will say this.
I used to swim. That's why I said that.
I will say.
yeah.
I will say this. He was not down for it until Ecuador was playing,
Dude,
And then he was
oh
like,
my God.
he was like, "That's my team.
I've never
That's
seen my country play before.
I could see that. I
So
could see
I was
that.
like-
He was
I mean, I can't
representing.
blame him.
Hey,
Yeah, it's like watching the Olympics and watching America and Canada go at it, like for hockey or something. Like it's
Well, that's
awesome.
true.
Like you always go,
I give you that.
you know.
I give
but
you that.
hey,
But he's the only Latino that
yeah.
I know that likes hockey and jiu-jitsu.
I didn't grow
more
up
than
with it.
soccer.
I
It
grew
is
up
kind of weird, though.
I grew up doing taekwondo, jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai. Like I grew up doing martial arts, and then UFC came to be when I was like younger, and then I really got into that. And then I started doing hockey when I was in college. So I was like,
Well, and you have to realize that Ecuador is a different place. Because I looked at him really strange because I was like, dude, why are you picking the jalapenos off your food? He was like, I don't like my food hot. I was like,
I've also grown
And
up,
you don't like soccer?
dude. I grew up here since I was 4.
Are you sure you're Latino?
I'm very Latino,
I'm just checking.
man.
it's all right. It's cool.
Yeah,
It's
he
all
asked
right.
me why don't I like chilies on my food. I'm like, we don't eat spicy food.
Yeah.
Like my people
Oh,
don't eat
gotcha.
spicy food.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've learned to eat spicy food, being that we live in Texas, which is Little Mexico. So we like
Yeah.
put salsa on todo. So it's like okay.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't. Yeah, I'm not a big soccer
That
fan.
makes sense.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. So Cuba was good. So that was the highlight of the trip. So if you have a fun destination in traveling, where would you pick to choose?
I still have a tough tie between Maldives / Bora Bora, either one of those two, and Australia.
Oh wow, ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah, those are.
he has actually
hot
scratched
spots.
some things off of his bucket list.
He's gonna go find them kangaroos.
Yeah.
Hey,
And rhinos. I have a thing for rhinos.
if y'all are watching this, you might better start thinking about trading.
Yeah.
Because with a
You know, there's
lot-
kangaroos at the zoo, though, right?
Yeah, but they're not Australian kangaroos.
I think they are
No, that's what they
What?
tell you. They're
Nah.
American kangaroos.
because they were born.
Hold
here.
on, Ferguson. How can you get American kangaroo? I mean, that doesn't really make sense.
Is it? Is
I
it
mean-
like? Is like?
I mean, I guess you what if it's a kangaroo born here?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
You know,
Oh,
what I
so it's a
mean?
citizen.
Well,
so
no,
they-
at some point,
It's got a
at some
citizenship.
point, maybe years ago, we had an Australian kangaroo.
Hold on, we're doing away with DACA. No, no.
God.
And then it has some offspring that it was here the whole time. It's Americanized. American kangaroo.
Oh, I guess you
He
can
just
say
he
that.
just called my history out right there.
Uh,
I'm Americanized.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. It's okay.
My
That's
family
all right.
calls me gringo. I'm like, oh, come on now.
I mean, it's just like
Well,
the
you
Cuban
can-
cigars, just because, it's
Yeah.
the same thing.
you don't know, but you know.
It's true.
Did
It's
it
true.
get shipped from Cuba? No, probably not.
Well, they say it's not a Cuban cigar unless it's rolled by the 10 thighs of a Cuban girl.
Yeah. Yeah. It's true. It's facts.
You know what
He's
I mean?
like, yeah, this
and,
isn't funny.
And I'm not trying to get funny. What I'm saying is that they roll the cigar on their thighs, and you're not seeing what I'm doing, but they rolled the cigar on their thighs, and then they, boom, Cuban cigar.
That's right. It's
Yeah.
a true story.
So you said Bora Bora. That sounds. I've seen that. Isn't that the place with
Exotic.
the?
It's
the
Central America.
Bora
It's like
Bora?
right before they touch, right?
That's the huts, right? Bora Bora.
The huts.
Yeah,
Yes.
the huts on the water.
Crystal blue see-through water.
You guys want to come with me to the center of the world?
Not really. Not right now.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not yet.
I do want to see that
'Cause, like-
exhibit though that they
Because
said.
my uncle's an admiral in the Navy. We got like free flights to the beach.
Wait, can we get in a submarine?
Maybe on like a boat. I don't know.
Oh, no,
I don't
I need a submarine.
My brother's in the Navy though. My best friend's in the Navy here.
Well, I don't want to get. I don't want to get in trouble.
He's like a nuclear engineer for the Navy. So like,
See if we can get a
maybe he's got the
submarine ride.
hookup over there in Virginia.
See if we can get a submarine ride.
I doubt it, but like, hey, we could probably check.
That'd
it
be
out.
cool.
Yeah, that would
We'll
be
put
cool.
him on the podcast.
Yeah. Hey, I'll
Lane,
teach him
you're
how to
coming
trade.
up, man.
We'll put
I'll
you on
teach
the
him how to
podcast.
trade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
I already tried. He can't do it because of something to do with the military or something. Like I tried talking to his wife. I was like, hey, you don't work. He's off being, a sailor or whatever. Like, why don't you just make some extra money for you while you're at home waiting for him to come home? Oh, we can't do it because we live on base and it's like against some rules. I was like, oh, that really sucks. You guys are being limited to the income that you're able to make because
Yeah.
you can't get a job unless it's on the base, and he can't do trading because he's off wherever he is.
So how long did you stay in Bora Bora?
Like a week.
Cool.
Yeah.
How long was
That's
the flight
awesome.
over there?
A long time.
Really?
Long time.
How long?
14.
Oh my God.
14 hours?
Where did you have that layover?
Oh my God.
Gosh, I don't remember.
There was a really long
I
layover.
haven't
right?
had a long flight like that. How do you handle that?
You
I mean,
sleep,
because you only can
you
sleep for so
you
long.
trade.
You trade.
You traded
You
on there?
make friends.
You traded on the plane?
No, you can though. If the internet connection's fine. It depends on who
You
you're
know
flying
me.
with.
You know what they say. The first thing about trading, you better have a strong internet connection.
Yup. That's
Or just scout. There's a strategy you can use. Get in and out
In
of
and
the
out,
trade.
in and out.
You know.
Yeah, well, you got to be really quick, and I'm not. You got to better have pen, paper, stop loss, everything.
No,
all,
you're right, you're right.
All set down in there because all of a sudden, if you just like go through the clouds and we won't say, well, it's what is it? Go.
Yeah, go.
Yeah, go.
That's whack.
It might not work on you. Yeah, it is whack because if you get off and your trade goes out, and next thing you know, you land and you're looking like.
No, and then you can watch the movies. They got the little American. They got the
Yeah.
movies and all that on the thing.
yeah. What movie did you watch?
The it wasn't a good movie. It was kind of wicked and weird. That Get Out movie.
Ooh.
You didn't like that movie?
It was disturbing.
Yes,
Really?
it was.
Yeah, no, it's
Well,
just it's
you have-
scary.
It was a good movie, but it
you
was
have to-
disturbing.
You have to realize,
No,
as a
for
black
sure.
man, that is a very disturbing
It's
movie.
disturbing.
Hey, I did a white girl. I understand to a certain degree, like this much,
No,
because I'm
no,
incognito. But I
It's
understand
different.
it's
Yeah.
really creepy.
Yeah,
It's real
When-
creepy.
Really? Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's really creepy.
It was, especially when he was like, he was looking at the guy and he was
He's
like,
like-
"Say, bra," and he was like,
Stonewall.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's weird.
"Yeah, nah, that's not gonna work."
It's probably the weirdest movie.
Yeah,
I really liked it. I'm sure everybody's seen it now, but like I really like at the end how his buddy's the one that comes and he's like, "No, white devil," and like kills the white
Yeah.
girl. I think it's hilarious.
TSA, Yacht. So we've heard some of the places that you traveled, and I'm assuming that that's the lifestyle that you've always dreamed of wanting. Is that what you? How do you talk to somebody, or how do you get them started? And you know what I mean. And what are some of the first steps or humps that you have to get them over actually to start trading and investing?
Gosh, just really checking their mindset, because to be honest, trading is 80-90% mental.
Yes.
And so before beginning, you have to get your mind right, and truly just unwinding old programming, about what life should be about. For example, again, like I'm not knocking anybody that's, at a job or they're living their dreams or whatever their dreams are. Hopefully they're living them, because a lot of people, it can be a good paying job or a low paying job. That doesn't matter, but they spend so much time at their job, and maybe they have a family. Maybe they really want to travel. Maybe they just want to be at work all day, but they do it. And I think that in the beginning, it's all about teaching them, or not even teaching, making sure that they have clarity on, again, a preferred life.
Yeah.
You know, and many people, they have loved ones that they're gone 8 to 5, both of them, you know, gone 8 to 5. And my first joke, but I'm being serious, is, do you actually love the person that you're with because y'all don't see each other? Many people spend more time at work, you know, with everyone that they work with.
That's also something you grew up being told too.
And it's something you know, and so again, the programming, right?
Yeah.
And just getting them to understand that, and again, this is John's theory, you know, many relationships that were goodwill people fail because they don't spend time.
Yeah.
Their time is spent at work.
Yeah.
Their time is spent apart. And I was just sharing this, you know, with my fiance the other day was, you know, you literally spend 40, 50 hours at work, you go home and people get the leftovers, which if you did the math on just a typical, you know, American these days, you're at least 40, 50 hours, you know, work week, and you get Saturday and Sunday with your family, you know, and
that's if you don't have to go in for overtime.
Again, and obviously it depends on job, but the average, that's what they're doing.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they're passing each other at night, high-fiving each other in the morning, and at night and going to bed.
Yeah.
And so I always try to find out what is their current lifestyle and what is their preferred lifestyle. And some people, hey, an extra $500 a month would, you know, be awesome for me. I love my job. Cool. You don't have to trade your lifestyle all the way to a T, right? But then there's so many people that truly are unhappy, or they've got massive amounts of debt. There's no way they're going to pay off their student loan debt, their house debt, or, you know, a couple of vehicles. They're not going to ever pay it off just because they have this good paying job that they're at 40 hours. It's just simple conversation, I would say, is how I really open up and check their mindset, because some of us, I was one of these people too, you know, stuck in old mindset. Oh man, the money is being an entrepreneur, owning my own thing. And like I said, it ends up owning you in a way where your decisions are made because of your job. Everything. Where you travel, where you spend your time, what you're able to afford, where you live. Some people, you know, again, I came from a pretty big family. Not my immediate family. I'm the oldest of 3 boys. And we were very close, but also my dad came from a family of 8. My mom came from a family of 7. Wow. And a lot of people, like, they don't even know their family.
Yeah.
They don't know their cousins,
Yeah.
their aunts, their uncles. That's crazy to me.
Yeah. It
You
is.
know, and it's all because got busy.
Yeah.
Work or school.
Yep.
And no one knows anybody.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't even know their own spouse because of that. So just checking their mindset, trying to find, you know, this, I truly believe, and it's not because I'm a successful Forex trader, I do believe Forex trading is for everyone, but the level in which they, you know, embark upon it is obviously upon them. So I check their mindset. I try to find, you know, where some value and discomfort is, you know, in their life, and then maybe what would be a, you know, I ask people all the time, if you literally did not have to go to your job every day, what would you do with your time? And for me, being asked that, it's traveling.
Yeah.
I enjoy traveling. I enjoy spending time. I got a little guy, and I enjoy like being able to actually spend time with him. And I believe, you know, kids, especially under the age of 15, they're, you know, as a parent, we're the ones that teach them about life.
Yeah.
Not school, not TV, not a coach, you know, not someone else's
Well,
parents.
you should. I mean, a lot of people end up passing them an iPad.
And it's because they're busy with work, or they're tired, they don't
Yeah.
have the energy, whatever.
Yeah.
And ironically, same conversation, you know, you got kids and you don't know your kid.
Yeah.
You know, my dad was very, very successful. My dad actually was an ex-NFL athlete, and then he got into the oil and gas and industry. And funny thing is, my dad made really, really good money, but our relationship was so small because he was busy.
He was on the road.
You know, he's busy.
Yeah.
And again, like, did he provide? Absolutely.
Yep.
But to be, you know, an oldest of 3 boys, to, you know, entrepreneur since age 19, like I stated earlier, my dad didn't know I was running my own gym until I was 28.
Jesus.
That's 3 years after I started running a gym.
Yeah.
And he had
he was
no
bu-
idea.
He was busy.
He had no idea I was a fitness trainer since age 19. He had no idea.
Wow, he was busy.
That's crazy.
I would have noticed it first off because I was like, "Hey, why aren't you asking me for money?"
And and that's what I mean.
What the hell are you doing?
How are you paying that car bill, bro?
Yeah, where'd you get that car from?
I mean, and there's so many people though that they don't know their own offspring.
Yeah,
They don't know what they're into. They don't know what they're listening to. They don't know what they're watching. And again, if they don't care about that, that's cool.
Yeah.
But to me, that's kind of like, whoa, like, so what is life about now?
Yeah,
It's about your job.
Do you find that I know that we've talked about this before, age-wise, we grew up in a different era. A lot of times parents nowadays, when they have kids, they're all over them. You know what I mean? They don't, sometimes
eat dirt.
almost really suffocating them. You know what I mean? Trying to make sure that they learn and doing certain things. And I think which is cool. And it's like one of the things that I always tell people, if you don't know about investing and you don't know about this Forex investing and stuff like that, it's not really about learning about yourself. Maybe it's about learning it for your kids.
Yeah.
Or being able to share. The biggest thing that I always talk about, and I tell people all the time, doesn't matter if you find that you struggle with money or you have money. We all like money, and we all like more money. And it doesn't matter if you got millions or you only got hundreds. You still want more money because it's more vacations, it's more whatever you're able to do for you, your kids, and everybody else. So when that always puzzles me when you look at people and you talk about this and they go, "Nah, I'm good." You know what I mean?
Obviously, I get that, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people, I find that, again, the programming's so deep. They're so closed-minded that, I mean, that just the same as we want it for everyone, but at the same time, every person's not designed to control their life.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the world wouldn't go around. If everyone traded, I give this analogy a lot. Again, having a little guy, he likes to go to Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Well, if I go into Chick-fil-A and I impact the manager, and then the manager, someone else that works there finds out, man, Susan's leaving because she learned how to multiply her money and she matched her income, right? Mm-hmm. Half of the place will leave eventually.
Who's gonna make that burger?
Well, that's not.
And now who's going to work at Chick-fil-A?
No, there's always going to be somebody at Chick-fil-A.
But that's my point. There's always someone that will.
They're closed on Sundays, so somebody's always going to work at Chick-fil-A. But what?
It's just mindset.
I know. But you know what? One of the places that I don't know if anybody ever thinks about this. Do you know where there's turnover like that? At the bank. There's nobody at the bank that you constantly ever know because they're always moving around.
Yeah,
and it's that money.
Really?
You know what I mean?
I've been the same banker since I opened up my checking account.
Where at?
At Chase over there on the
Well, we're not plugging Chase, but I would say
Cooper and Green Oaks.
yeah. Well, I tell you what, I've been at.
She calls me sometimes. She's
the,
like, "Hey, how you
the
doing?"
Bank of A. I'm not going to really say anything because
Yeah.
they're not paying us. But every time I go in there, and my banker is not there. As a matter of fact, I had a guy call me the other day and said, "Hey, Mike, I'm your personal banker. I just wanted to introduce myself." And I was like, "Okay." And I've been at Bank of America almost 20 plus years. So
And you just not got that phone call?
no,
You better call him back and be like, "Where have you been all my life?" I got a son older than your relationship.
You know how banks are. You know what I mean? When you got a large amount of the money, they're always like, hey, Mr. Spencer.
Let me talk to you.
Hey, let me talk to you.
Let's open up that savings account for you.
You want to get a CD, get
yeah,
a 5% return in a year?
But if you don't have that much Skrilla in the bank, they're like, yeah, the line is over there.
Yeah, exactly.
You need the ATM? Oh, that's outside.
Yeah, well, they're moving to that. So, I mean,
Yeah.
you can check and down
that's
that
true.
other stuff. So, so we've talked about that. So let me ask you this. If you were, and we're getting closer to getting to the end, if you were going to tell somebody to trade their lifestyle, what would be the benefit and why?
That's a tough question, but it's really, really simple.
Yeah.
whatever freedom means to them. Really whatever freedom means to them. And for me, it was truly waking up whenever, because I wasn't doing that. It's truly deciding what I wanted to do today, this week, this month, or whatever. And obviously, like you said earlier, everyone likes money, everyone needs it. Money's a tool, and a lot of people literally do whatever they gotta do for $1, right? And for me, it was, let's remove money for a second. What would you do with your time? What really is freedom? What does that mean? Mm-hmm. And I have to know that, because being frank here, you can make a lot of money in Forex, you can make a little money, and it shouldn't ever really only be about the money. It really should, now we're talking like, what does freedom mean to you? And what I mean by that is, how can I help someone and navigate them through success? Like the girl that you spoke of earlier, making $100 in a day at her regular job, and then she traded and made a little over 100 in the same day. That can create some freedoms for her. Mm-hmm. And if she doesn't get that, well, I was wanting to make more, or I only made $100. And the mindset that many people have is they're so lost, they don't really know what freedom looks like.
Yeah.
And it's just helping them, again, create that preferred life, whatever that is.
Cool. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready to wrap this up. John, we do this at the end of the show. How can people get in touch with you? What's your Facebook? What's your Instagram? Give us all the info to get a hold of you. That way people can tag, follow you.
No, that'd be awesome. My Facebook is John, spelled Jon. Last name Spencer, just like it sounds, Spencer. My Instagram name is Mr. J Spence. And I also have a website, thegoodlifetribe.info.
Yeah.
And there's a ton of info there, basics about Forex, how I learned Forex, and then also just a little more detail about myself.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right, Damien, where you at?
Oh, I'm everywhere.
What's your Instagram?
No kidding. Instagram is Darth Damien1. Yeah, I know. Star Wars kid. I opened it up when I was younger.
Yeah.
It's cool.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, you can get me at Mike Ross on Facebook. You also can get me at Mr. Mike Ross on Instagram. Oh, no, actually, that's Twitter. And Wealth Simplified on Instagram. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be doing this again. We're out. This is Trading Your Lifestyle with Mike Ross, John Spencer, and Damien Valdivieso.
Valdivieso.
He always repeats it after me. I say the
Bye,
same
guys.
thing. All right, later.
Peace.
Peace.